Regina, Saskatchewan played host to the hottest band in the world. The Police, currently on a world tour which is taking them through Western Canada, have sold 7 million records in 2 short years. And their latest album, Zenyatta Mondatta, has already shipped platinum in Canada. I had the pleasure of meeting the British trio backstage in Regina. Drummer Stuart Copeland, guitarist Andy Summers, and Sting, lead singer and bass player for the group. The music that skyrocketed the Police to fame is heavily reggae-influenced, but the group has managed to develop its own unique sound that's put them in a category all their own. They don't like to be labeled new wave or anything for that matter. They use their sound checks as a time to develop new material. Opening for the Police on this current tour are XTC, the British group who last year topped the charts with Making Plans for Nigel.
How come you teamed up with XTC for this particular tour? Any reason that you chose
a name
them?
that's short enough to go on the posters. You know, we could have had Renaissance or Quintessence, one of those bands, but they're too long. XTC for short. Fits into a space that size.
Because for a while there you were saying that you really had this thing, you know, helping other bands, younger bands.
Well, that was in the early days when we were idealistic and dishonest. Now we're just honest.
Actually, the real reason is that their BO quotient is lower than most rock groups, so we can stand being in a bus with them for a whole tour.
Oh.
Isn't that terrible?
That's really terrible.
Yeah.
Are they coming to Toronto with you too?
I hope so. They're actually one of our favourite groups, which is why, I mean, we spend a lot of time with them, so we have to like them and we have to enjoy their music.
There's something cozy about the Police camp. Both band and road crew are friends. And although fun may appear to come first on the road, the group has a good sense of business, and the guys are handling their careers with shrewd business know-how. The philosophy is to keep things simple and inexpensive. Crew and equipment are minimal, and a lot of the traveling is done by bus, a basic style that is translated in profits of millions of dollars. The tour the Police are currently on will eventually take them to South America. Last year's world tour took them to the Far East.
What's been the most incredible place that you've been to so far? What's
Bombay really is so alien.
Did you go riding on elephants?
Did we? No, we didn't. Camels?
Did you?
Oh, we rode camels in Cairo, in Egypt, and Arabian horses around the pyramids.
Where do you sit? Like just a two-humped camel?
Well,
I always wondered about that.
A camel has a hump, a dromedary too. I can never remember which way around it is. Can you?
No, I can't. But what was that like?
You sit on the back on this, I mean, you get on it and they're high to start with. Then it goes all the way back, and then it gets like its high legs and it comes all the way forward. And then you fall off.
How does your family feel about this? About the fact that you're such extraordinary superstars?
Which family? My mother and father?
Yeah, okay, let's start with your mother and father. How do they react when you come home, or did you ever go there?
I go home.
I heard it depresses you.
It depresses the hell out of me.
How do they feel about it? Depresses the hell out of them?
Talk to them about it.
My mum always asks me if I like a cup of tea.
And my mum wants me to get a proper job.
Yeah. My mum says, well, why don't I get my haircut?
Why don't you get a proper job? Why don't you become a teacher? Why don't you work in an office? Why don't you be a civil servant? Shut up, Mum!
What about your wives and kids?
Haven't got any.
You've got a wife.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
And the mortgage,
Oh, yeah, all right. My wife, my 7 kids, my 3
No,
more.
you've got 1 kid that I know.
Why are you asking these questions? You know.
I want to know, because I want to know what it's like to be married. I guess I should ask your wife. I mean, how does she feel?
Married
Obviously,
to an
there's
itinerant.
all these young things drooling all over you. I mean, is that a threat for
think it turns them on,
your
actually.
ladies?
They like it, I think.
Yeah.
We're encouraged in our erstwhile activities.
But touring the way you do, you probably don't get to see them very much.
No, we don't.
So how do you feel about that?
I feel pretty duff about it. I like my wife and kid, actually. So this is a sacrifice we have to make too.
Yes.
But it's not forever, you know. We don't have to do this forever, do we?
Well, it's not in our contract.
To get a
You look absolutely wonderful.
I feel stunning. What can I tell you?
Any words to your admiring public in that get-up?
Well, I got it from the Salvation Army, actually, but it does suit the part rather
Looks
well.
like it's real silk.
It fills me with missionary zeal.
You'll never
Check
be able
the
to wear
pockets.
anything else.
Hey, I've been ripped off, man. There's no pocket in there.
You have to pay extra for these
You can
pockets.
try it on if you like.
Now look at this. You look rather dashing
Sure, he's
yourself,
modeling
Mr.
the green
Copeland.
and yellow look.
This is the cucumber and lemon.
They've always said that drumming was a very physical kind of trip to do, and you're dressed for it.
That's why I play in boxing gloves.
Why do you have that on your? What does that do? That black?
It's
thing?
for the S&M freaks.
Virgin life.